So the first milestone was really the first month we sold 100 cars. That to us was the milestone that we had been, setting for ourselves. And we opened in 2003, and that happened in 2005. So within 2 years, we were selling 100 cars per month. And since then, I don't think we've gone below 100 cars in a 30-day period, and maybe twice in those 11 years. The next milestone was weathering the recession. We had got ourselves to a point where our business was doing very well, and in 2007, rolling into 2008, when sort of the market fell out, it had a big effect on used cars. Gas prices went up, SUVs dropped, and overnight we found ourselves losing probably 20% of the value of our inventory. We were left from there to sort of just pick up the pieces and kind of keep moving forward. We had such a positive year through I think it was probably about 7 months of the year before it really crashed, that we were able to still remain, even with that depreciation on those cars and sort of the potential write-downs we had to take, we still were able to end up flat for the year. So for us, that was, that really resonated as a success, because we saw around us, we saw new car stores getting their franchises pulled. We saw used car dealers having to fold up and go out of business. And for us to have weathered that and made it through, relatively unscathed, was a success. And the following year, we started the process to build CarBiz in the location that we are currently. So in 2008 to 2009, while others were sort of trying to figure out how to, maintain or keep their doors open, we were building. And we built through it. We opened our doors in the end of 2009, just coming into 2010. So that's really the next milestone, was building the building. And the following year, we built a service center. We bought property next to us, which was a giant food store. So it was the perfect combination. It was right across the street, 25,000 square feet of space that we were able to turn into a service center and really grow that side of our business, and allow our service center to handle the volume of the internal cars that we have to get ready for sale. A few years back, we built a body shop and sort of took over control of that side of the reconditioning and that's service side of the operation. So with our reconditioning, we do everything in-house. So that was sort of our goal, was to not have to contract anything out, not have to be at the sort of the mercy of other businesses and their time schedules and how long it would take to get cars reconditioned. So, build everything in-house to sort of, keep everything internal. We feel so fortunate to have the name CarBiz. That was sort of the pillar of this whole brand and this personality. And I'll just tell you really quick, pretty neat story. It sounds very simple, CarBiz, right? But CarBiz came from my grandfather drove around in his vehicle with vanity plates that said CarBiz on them. This is probably going back 50 years. So my dad had started wholesaling after he sold his new car stores under the name CarBiz for that reason. And it was CarBiz Auto Brokerage. That's how it started. There was a company out of Florida that was carbiz.com, and they were a software company that sold software to dealers. Well, they went bankrupt, and immediately we were on the phone. Got a hold of the bankruptcy trustee and negotiated out buying the URL, and that was sort of monumental to the brand. Something we've done since the very beginning. This goes back to when we opened our doors, was building the brand around CarBiz and building a brand that people would recognize, but recognize to be more of a national brand. part of having credibility as a used car dealer was trying to build on this idea that, at the time, maybe we're bigger than we were, right? When we started out, we wanted to give consumers the perception that we were bigger than we were, and that car biz is something that, would sort of rival a CarMax. And, I don't think we ever really succeeded as much as we wanted to until we've actually built it to be larger. And now, as we sit here today, we've built a brand that's nationally recognized, more so regionally, but we've got a little bit of ways to go as we continue opening up points, which we are opening up our sort of Washington, D.C. store in the next couple months. And we feel as though the brand is what's allowed us to really maintain, even during sort of low points. The current used car market is really tumultuous. We're coming off of record new car sales sort of year after year that peaked in 2016. Well, when new car sales peak and when lease volume is up over year after year, what that does is that puts out used cars in the market, however long those leases were, however long people's trade-in cycles are. So we're sort of in a period right now where there's a saturation of used cars in the market. We're really never going to always be the lowest priced car. We just can't be for a number of reasons. One of them being that we probably don't buy the same quality of car as what the smaller lot or dealer might buy that sells it, that is going to be the lowest price. But we give consumers the brand, the reputation, and sort of all the value propositions that we do, and that's sort of what has kept us moving along.